so far we've seen some good films, and they all have something in common, and I keep harping on this. They're nice and crisp. The number one problem, I was on the selection committee for the Boulder International Film Festival for 3 or 4 years, and we love the short films. The number one problem with most of them, they're too long. If it's a short, you gotta get in, be crisp, get out. So, you know, share it, get a cut, and then share it with someone you trust to get some feedback. And you might realize you cut something you shouldn't. So, it's a balancing act. Something else, if you can, we had another one that came in, good looking movie, everything about it was really nice, but they obviously had only ever watched it on their computer, you know, editing it and playing it back on little tiny computer speakers. Once, you know, they submitted the film and I played it on like an auditorium quality sound system, there were booms and sounds and background just all over the place that they had no idea that those sounds were even in the film. So if you can, if you have a home theater, that's probably fine. Play it on there, you'll hear, you know, stuff coming through in the soundtrack that you're not hearing on your computer. Let's watch another one. What's our official time?
9:30.
I ask that every time.
It changes.
Well, okay, so let me just show you something. It's actually an ad. So I don't represent this company or have any financial stake in it, but my next project, I'm going to do some of these kinds of shots, and I'm floored at how accessible these kinds of shots are to everyday filmmakers and hobbyists. So let's watch this one. Like I said, this is just an ad. Did I fail to push the key button? So what intrigues me about that is, I wouldn't film my whole project in it, but boy, to open or close with that shot, you know, circling around or something. How cinematic would that be? And it's a wow factor. The Lily camera is I think it's a Kickstarter campaign for $800 that has the GoPro quality camera built into it. You might have plenty of people in the school here. You might, I don't know if there's a bulletin board or something. It's, hey, looking for someone with a drone to shoot a film. Someone might step right up, and they paid $1,000 or more for their camera. They want to use it on your film to help them justify buying that dang camera, that drone. So don't be afraid to put out the word that you're looking for something like that. And it just adds I think we're going to start seeing those shots all over the place, so much so that we're probably going to get sick of them pretty soon. But right now, that's a wow thing. And to get that kind of shot before drones meant huge cranes and helicopters and over-the-top budget-busting machinations to get that. And here it is right there. The key is, if you're going to have that drone shot following your actors, have the actors recording sound on a phone or something. The sound needs to be with them. The little gizmo that the Lily has, I don't know what quality of sound is, but your phone probably has better quality sound. So the drone can be way up in the sky and following, but you're listening to great dialogue because it's in their pocket. Just a fun little thing.
So Don, can I just ask?
Sure.
Who would need access to cameras? Is Mr. Asmus, if you're in Mr. Asmus' class, you can use his cameras?
Yeah.
So last year we had 2 people that would loan you high quality cameras if you needed them. One was in Longmont and one was in Boulder. So I don't know if you have your own cameras or you would need that to borrow cameras. Does anyone maybe need to borrow a camera? I know the guy who did Snow Day, at least Anders told me at the beginning, he was borrowing the camera. I don't know what in the end he ended up doing, but initially we were talking about him loaning a camera. But we will have that too if you need to do that. We'll get to that information.
There are, I'm pretty impressed with the quality you can get from the new iPhones too. The newest iPhone has 4K video. You could, if you wanted to splurge, if you had some money or your parents do, you want to ask for an early Christmas present, there are lens adapters you can put on an iPhone or an Android phone that will add a very cinematic look to those, and built-in image stabilization. I brought this. Plans are online to, this is a camera stabilizer, and it just has a counterweight, so you fix your camera here, and it gives you, when you move with this, it's just so much smoother, and you can do a lot of different things, and you can get a high shot and then pan down with it. And if you guys want, I can raffle this to you guys. Anyone interested in a camera stabilizer? It's free.
And I also have some pretty high quality lens adapters for iPhones.
Great.
I have a zoom and I have a wide angle. I think I have a fish lens. I may have more, but they're pretty high quality ones.
Well, I'm thinking of a number, I'll give this off to whoever guesses the number closest to it. So I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100,000. All right, whoever wants to be in on it, throw out a number.
37.
65. 46,000.
50.
700. 9,000.
All right, we had the highest number, 46,000, because there's a million. 100,000. All right.
Great job, Matt.
Don't back anybody with that, and I'm sure he would loan it to anybody who wants to borrow. Let's talk about, did I show you guys a film called Good Dog? Has anybody seen that yet? You seen it?
Yeah.
Did I show it in one of these seminars?
Last year.
Last year. I wonder if we can, how many animators do we have here?
Oh,
Because we have quite a few animators. I wonder if we can look at an animation.
great. I was thinking the same thing, and I have just the one to show.
Ice cream.
Well, the director's present, so let's. What a great! That was one of my favorite films, and because it's so hilarious. It's just where'd the idea come from?
It was going to be something else initially, but that was like one of my backup ideas.
Really?
And I kind of thought about it more and decided to go with that. And I wrote down off of it.
Now, how long did it take to make that?
Really long time.
A really long. Animation is tedious. You're pretty much alone in your own little world with this little blob to play. You follow the rule of threes. You had 3 ice cream cones that you tried to buy, and they all melted, and then in the middle there was the ice cream, the other end. Just a nice, wonderful, your sense of comedy is great. So I applaud you for that, because comedy's hard. What, anything stand out is that you would do differently?
I try and vary my camera angles a bit more.
Yeah. I know that's hard, because in animation, you're locking everything in most of the time. So that's a very, you have to be very deliberate and planned when you have not only is your animation, your subject making minute changes, but then the camera makes a minute change too. There's similar to that camera stabilizer. Just Google camera slider, and there's plans with parts from Home Depot to get a slider so that you lock your camera on a rig, maybe on some tripods, and you can even get it motorized so that it just moves super slow or super fast, but nice and smooth at a set pace, and it'll move down this rail, and you get a really nice cinematic shot, and that works really well in animation too. Are you going to do an animated one this time, or
Yeah.
yeah, clay again, or?
No, probably not with play. I'll try and do something else.
Well, yeah, great job. I enjoyed that movie a ton. And I like how over the credits you still had sound effects going, just really paying off the joke.